Crown Zenith is possibly one of the best Sword and Shield era sets. The set is absolutely incredible with some amazing pull rates and amazing cards. Will this go down as one of the best modern sets ever? Well, find out. So guys, Crown Zenith has been out for a while now, and we've been opening up a ton of packs here on the channel. I know you guys have been opening up as well. The set is incredible, I can't deny that. It is just so much fun to open. And not only that, the pull rates are really good, the artwork is fantastic. Product, however, has been quite tricky to get hold of in some places around the world. Over here in the UK it hasn't been too bad, but I know over in the US it's getting a little bit more pricey and a little bit harder to get because scalpers are going pretty mad and pretty crazy, grabbing all the product before we can get some ourselves, just to have some fun opening up the packs. But what has been going on with the sealed product and the single cards for Crown Zenith? So we'll be taking a look at TCG Player, at the different prices and the values, and see what's been going on. Let's get straight into it. Okay, starting things off, we have the Crown Zenith ETB itself. Now, this is actually been going up in price. This has actually been going up in price over on TCG Player. This came out retail about $50. That's what you really should be, is around that $50 mark. Now, you do get 10 packs in here compared to the usual 8 that you would get in a normal standard, ETB run, and you get the promo and all the awesome accessories with it. But it has been going up. Has been going up since it was released at around $60 right now. That is actually quite impressive for it to go up. Now, it has actually dropped a little bit, but it did actually reach a high of nearly 65. That is actually pretty crazy. This set has only been out, what, maybe like just over a month. That is pretty unusual for it to go up that quick, that fast, go up that much, that fast. And it's really, really good set though. We know it's good. We know it's fun to open. And that is probably one of the reasons why it has been going up, over the past few months, for it to reach that $60 mark, or even 65 before a little dip. Now over here in the UK you can still pick this up quite comfortably at around £50 for an ETB, which I still think is a very, very good price. Like I said before, this set I kind of compare it similar to a Hidden Fates type set, and this is kind of on that level. This set is actually on that level of kind of just how strong it is from the cards, the pull rates, just how fun it is overall as a set. This is probably one of the best ways that we can end off the Sword and Shield era. It is such a really good set. Now, before this set came out, I actually thought to myself that I was like, maybe it might be top 3, might have to contend with other sets like Brilliant Stars and Lost Origin, and I do feel like it's actually better. I would probably say that this is the second best set in the Sword and Shield era, which is a fantastic way to end the Sword and Shield era. Realms, guys, we know is the best, from just the cards and everything you get in there, but Crown Zenith is the most fun to open. It does have great cards, has a lot of fan favorites in here as well. Just overall, it's just such an enjoyable set to really just crack packs into. Now, for the long term, would I pick up Crown Zenith ETBs? I think they're going to be fantastic. However, I would look at the Pokemon Center ones if you were going to pick some up and hold for the long term. If you want to crack packs, however, go straight ahead with the normal ETB. Okay, on to the single cards now. We have the Pikachu Secret Rare. Now, this card has been dropping in value since its release. It is the only Secret Rare in the main set, and you've got the Glaring Gallery subset, and it has been dropping. as we see here, $20 or just now under 20. It did come out at around $38, and it has been dropping since. This isn't like really easy to get, but it is more common than I would have expected it to be, and that's probably one of the reasons why it has dropped below $20, which is actually quite crazy. We go back over the previous month. Don't forget, this set hasn't been out very long. It's been pretty steady over the past month after taking a bit of a dive. That's actually quite interesting that this Pikachu has actually been dropping in value. Then we have the Glaceon V-Stars. This is one of the cards from the Glaring Gallery. So we're going to be taking a look at various different cards from the Glaring Gallery in this set. We're looking at $30 for this card. It's actually on a slight uptick. We go back a month when it first came out. It did actually drop from 36 all the way down to 27. So it has dropped a fair amount. And it stayed pretty steady. But now it's on that little uptick, picking up to around $30. We haven't actually pulled this card on a live stream yet, so we're waiting for it. One of my favorite cards in the set. I love Glaceon. I love Ice type Pokemon. This is a beautiful looking card. But yeah, really cool. I will expect to see some of these cards now on the uptick. I do see some of the top end cards of the set are going on the uptick, mainly because, especially over in the US, ETBs are a little bit more expensive. Might be a little bit more harder to get hold of. The prices might tick up a little bit. However, there is still loads of other Crown Zenith products around. Do crack open to try and pull these cards. So we'll have to wait and see. But $30 is pretty strong for this card right now. Next, we have the Suicune V, which is another awesome card, which I really want in my collection from this set. This has been dropping. We take a look since its release. We're looking around $37, and it's been going down since. Now it's on 30. It'll probably go less than the Glaceon. evolutions hold a little bit more extra value, so I do see that going up over time, whereas the Suicune is going to be dropping. It'll be really interesting to see, but this is a gorgeous looking card. I haven't pulled this one either. This is one of the very few cards we have yet to pull in the live streams, but like I say, this is a beautiful card, and I do expect it to go less than the Glaceon. Then we have the Leafeon V-Star, so another evolution. This one is around $36, so this one's a little bit more than the Glaceon, and also more than the Suicune, and we're looking, yeah, around 36, was 40, did drop to as low as 32, and it's on the uptick again. I do expect this to go back up. I do expect this one to go back up. We've seen it with loads of other sets. Whenever there's evolutions, they do tend to go higher in value. This isn't the easiest card to pull in the set either, but we have pulled this one. We have pulled this one on a live stream. But this is another card, which is fantastic for any collection. Really, really nice. So yeah, $36. I think it'll go back up above 40 in a matter of time, but wait and see. Now we're on to the big cards of the set. We have the Origin Form Dialga V-Star. Now these are the gold V-Stars in this set. They're stunning. Absolutely stunning artwork. $50, however, has been dropping ever since it came out. So we're looking at $64, dropping to as low as 50. Now that's actually a pretty significant drop actually, and I expect it to drop even more. You know, more packs being opened, more of the top cards being pulled. I do expect a lot of the top cards to continue this downward trend probably over the next 6 to 9 months, maybe even 6 to 12 months. We have to see how things go regarding the product availability and the number of packs being opened, but I do feel like this is still going to be one of the strongest cards in the set. All the gold V-Stars are. But yeah, $50 for this Dialga is dropping in value. I think it will continue to drop. Then we have the Palkia. So we had the Dialga, now we've got the Palkia. This again has been dropping also. Take a look at this. So it was 58, then it went up to 62, and that's back down again and sitting around $52 for the last few weeks. And I do expect this to potentially drop. Will it drop a similar ways the Dialga? I think it will. I think both of them will probably be very similar in price, sitting around, you know, $50. Both of them seem close to each other, similar to what they do in Astral Radiance. However, I do see this dropping like the Dialga as well. Probably below $50 again over the next 6 months. We'll have to wait and see where it will settle. I do feel like it will bounce back up, but it will take a matter of time for it to get to that point. Then we have the Arceus Gold V-Star. This is a beautiful card. One of my favorite actually. Has been dropping, but not as crazy as the others. Let's take a look at this. So we're looking at, you know, 104 down to around 86. So again, has been dropping similar to the other Gold V-Stars. Not as low as them. Obviously, they're both 50. This is holding strong at around 80, 84, 85. Again, I do see this dropping. I really do. I think all of them are going to drop, like I said with the others. Where will it stop? I mean, probably, I would say maybe $60, 60 to 65. I think will probably be the price point of where this Arceus will drop if it continues. Don't forget, Crown Zenith is being opened over like a 5-month period. I think it still has product coming up all the way up to the end of May, and that's not talking about restocks. That's just brand new products. So there's going to be a ton of this set being open. Expect a lot of the top cards to continue this downward trend over the next few months, especially with all these upcoming releases. But nonetheless, this is still a beautiful card. We have the second most expensive card in the set, which is the Mewtwo V-Star. Now, this card has dropped in value as well, going from around $98, sitting around $88. So it's only dropped around about $10. Nowhere near as much as the other gold cards we've just seen. I think this will stay quite level. I think it will drop slightly over time, like it has already, but nowhere near as fast as the others. People really like this because this is kind of like the other version of the Charizard V-Star we saw fighting Mewtwo. Amazing card, guys, like absolutely amazing. Yeah, we pulled 2 of these in the live streams and it is such a beautiful card, but I do expect it to continue this downward trend to around about maybe $70, I think, but we'll have to wait and see. Like I say, over the next 6 months we're going to keep a close eye on Crown Zenith going into the Scarlet and Violet era, because I do feel like these top end cards will find a particular price point and then just kind of stay stable before going back on the uptick. Where will this stop? I think, yeah, maybe it's between $70 to $75, but we'll have to wait and see. And then finally, we have the gold Giratina V-Star, which is the biggest card in the set, and we have pulled in a live stream, and it is a pretty crazy looking card. Let's take a look at this one. So this actually has been dropping, but nowhere near as crazy as it was. So it did shoot out the gates really fast, and it went up to 177, and then went down to 140. So it has actually dropped nowhere near as crazy. If we look over the past month, it's been pretty stable. It's been like a $5 difference here and there. Not a massive swing, right? We've seen all the others drop in, you know, decent amount, but this actually hasn't been, you know, falling that low, really. This is a tough card to get. It is the best card and the highest value card in the set. I do expect it to continue to drop. Probably nowhere near on the same level as the others, but it will stay above $100. I do expect to see this card maybe settling around 120, but we've seen it with Giratina from Lost Origin, right? Giratina kind of came out of the gate and it went the opposite to how cards normally do when they get released, and it shot right up then it dipped, and then it went back up even higher. Will this do the same? It has the potential. That's one thing that we'll have to wait and see over the next few months. Will this have the potential of maybe we have this high, we go back, you know, we go back to this price point, goes up to 170, goes down to that 140, maybe goes down to that 130, and then maybe once the product releases are all out, this might start climbing back up, maybe start shooting back up that 170 and above. We'll have to wait and see, but that's really interesting. So that is what's been going on with Crown Zenith regarding the sealed product and then also the single cards. I do feel like that this set is gonna go down as one of the best sets in the Sword and Shield era. Even though a lot of the top end cards are declining in value, they will hit that point where they'll hold and then they'll start to climb back up. But like I say, this set has a long release window. There's a ton of product around. You have mini tins, normal tins, collection boxes, as well as the ETBs. If you're going to keep things sealed, I would keep hold of the Crown Zenith Pokemon Center ETBs, normal ETBs, and all the other products. I would just crack open and have a real good fun because the pull rates are strong, and I do feel like this set is going to go down well for the long term if you are collecting sealed product. And that is one thing I will say. Is this set is going to be, I think, a very good one looking back, similar to Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates ETBs are around 160, 170. I do expect Crown Zenith over the next 3 or more years to go that same way as Hidden Fates has, so we'll have to wait and see how things go. But if you made this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button, make sure you subscribe for more Pokemon content. Guys, let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts on Crown Zenith. I know we love opening it over here on this channel and on the streams, but what do you guys think at home? Let me know down in the comments. If you want to know what's going on with Evolving Skies, then make sure to click on this video right here. If you want to watch more Pokemon content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you all in the next one.